Alright, Toasty Talk 22. I might do some junk, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start this junk. Let's see. I'm gonna talk like I did in the last one. I said I was gonna talk about the Pattinson Batman, which I'm going to do. We're gonna go off on a tangent because I can never think of what the heck that thing is called, bro. Analysis. I did an analysis for that junk in college. So I know that junk like the back of my hand, yo. Also, look at this nonsense. I bought this hat, right? I got this junk for like $30. Look at this thing on my head. Hold up. Look at this thing on my head. Bro. What is that? Look at this. Bro. It's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. It's just so big. It's like, golly. I can never get hats that fit my dang head, bro. In fact, I'm gonna wear it for the rest of this video. Hold on. I paid like $30 for this thing, dude. Look how big it is. It's huge. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Anyway, what we doing? Yeah, I got my phone. Okay, because I gotta look at my list, bro. We got so much junk going on. I gotta look at my list. What is this? Oh shoot. Okay. All right. Well, that's some. I'll talk about that later. All right. Ooh, and I got this. Check this one out. I got me a Crosby, yo. Oh yeah. And I got a Brady Shea Rangers. Sweet. Ugh. And I got this Stamkos. Shout out Steven Stamkos. Even though he scored on my Rangers when I went to the Nashville game. So that wasn't very nice. Okay. Is that anybody's phone that connected? Yes, it is. All right. What are we doing? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Hey, wait there. For real, I'm about to pop on some Minecraft. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Put on some Minecraft in the background. Finna hit him with it. Alright. Let me check out my list, yo. Cause it's bloody long. Is it that bad? I mean, it's actually not that bad, huh? Excuse me. It feels huge, though. It's a little tight, not gonna lie. Okay, where are we at here? Here we go. Right? Yeah. Alrighty. Did I talk about that? No. See, it's been a minute. Alright. New Haste Today, dude, Haste Today is killing it, dude. Haste Today and Idle Threat, they making some bangers, bro. Like, for real, dude. That junk they're doing is amazing. Every song they make is good, but Adrift, I think is what it's called. That song is a banger, dude. And then Oblivion and Idle Threat, they made that song with Stephen Keach. They did the Silent Planet one. Hey, that whole album, they've released 4 tracks of an album. Every single one of them is a banger. I love that junk. Like it's actually really good. Let's see. So I did some more Indie Tribe. I did Indie 500, which was a EP. I did Who Do You Say I Am. Who Do You Say I Am is really good, bro. And this is coming from a guy that doesn't even like rap music like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to rap music, bro. I really don't. I don't listen to it. But I really like that album, bro. It's good. It's good. There we go. Yeah. It's good, bro. I like it a lot. I think it's fantastic. And I've listened to it a lot. It's just got some really good songs on it. And then I did Matthew 25 by Seventh Day Slumber, which is fine. It's kind of like I did Disciple. It's kind of like that. It's like probably won't ever listen to it again, but I did it once. I did When It Rains by Taylor Armstrong. That was a good album. I enjoyed that one It's pretty good. Um, the Rangers won their last game of the season against Tampa Bay. That was nice. And then Calgary beat LA. So we're going to get a top 3 draft pick, which is really good. We may even win the lottery. I hope we win it. But even if we don't, we're going to get a ridiculous pick. So that's the good thing. Is that we are going to get a crazy good pick even if we don't win it. Because we were bottom 3. I did a Sleeping Giant album called Dread Champions of the Last Days. Which is an insane name for an album. I wasn't huge on it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. It was fine, but it was just kind of too much for me in some parts. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, so I wasn't huge on that one. It was fine, but I didn't love it. But then I did I Am Nothing by Convictions, which is their first album, and that one is peak, bro. And then their second one, they have a song called The Void Remains, is the first song on that album. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but that song is amazing. I keep putting that junk on repeat. So definitely Convictions is really good. At least the stuff I've heard of them. I'm hoping Sleeping Giant will get better. I think they will. But that first album was kind of mid, not gonna lie. We're definitely gonna get into some playoff hockey for sure. Cause that junk is crazy. Yeah, definitely. Hold up. I got some nonsense going on. I finished Smallville season 5. Easily the best season of that show. Um, for sure. I mean, dude, like they had so many episodes on that show on that season that I liked. Like, man, they had the Cyborg one, they had the Aquaman one. That was so rad. And then they had the one where like they shoot a missile. There, dude. Why? By the way, why are there like 15 missile silos in Smallville, Kansas? That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, dude, look at Tom Welling on that picture. That is peak. We haven't gotten that far yet. Zod's in Lex's body now. It's pretty nuts, dude. All this other Brainiac. Jonathan Kent dies, which I knew was going to happen, but I didn't know it would be this season. I thought it'd be this season, but I wasn't sure. It was a nutty one, man. Lana and Lex getting together, all that stuff. Lionel. What was that one episode? Mercy? Mercy. Dude. Season 5, episode 19. That episode was so good. That might have been best episode of the whole show, bro. That was really good. I like Onyx still from season 4, but that Mercy from season 5 with like all the Saw Trap junk with Lionel, that was so good, that episode, man. That was amazing. Anyway, I love season 5 of Smallville. That's my favorite season so far, for sure. It was really good. Then I did Felt, Crumbling the Antiseptic Beauty, and I also did The Splendor of Fear. So, yeah, I don't know how to really describe that. Just kind of OG British indie, kind of new wavy, kind of pop sound, but it was cool. I liked it from the 80s, early 80s, and I enjoyed it. A lot of instrumentals, but it was cool. Did more Superior Spider-Man. I'm on issue 14 now, so I finished like that arc on the uh, on the raft and all that stuff, and now uh, Otto kind of like took over it now, so he's like kind of got it under wraps, like he's kind of doing his thing, and then he killed Smythe as well. So yeah, I hadn't done any TNA in a while. Last thing I did was Impact on June June 11th, 04. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do months, bro. I gotta count the things. I know May is 5. I should have known just from that. Anyway, yeah. We're gonna talk about some playoff hockey, then we're getting to Batman for a second. So first game I did. We're just gonna do the games that I did. I'm not gonna do the rest. The first game I did was Philly and Pittsburgh, which was super fun, very physical. Um, I mean, it was a good game. I don't think it was like all that. It was definitely fun. It was definitely fun. But the games that I did after this one are definitely better. But that one was fun. Pittsburgh comes back, wins. Porter Martone scored, which is awesome. I'm huge on Porter Martone. I really love that kid. He's easily maybe my favorite rookie in the league. I do love Demidov, but he's really good. I also Gabe Perreault I love, but he's really good. I also love Noah Lava. Not a lot of people even probably know who the heck that is, but I love Noah Lava. If you're a Rangers fan, you know. But anyway, then Iowa and Carolina game 1. This is my favorite series so far. Is because I love Ottawa. Allmark is like my dude. I really like Stutzla. I think he's good. Brady Kachuk, obviously. There's a lot of guys in their roster that I like, but yeah. And then Zub got hurt, bro. That sucks, man. Zub got hurt, and that bummed me out because I really like Zub. Um, so that's a bummer. He didn't play game 2. It was a lot of Shabbat and not any Artem Zub. Artem Zub. So that kind of sucks. But the first game was real fun, very physical again. Carolina won that one. And then I saw the Buffalo thing. We talked about that. Utah and Vegas game 1. That was fun. I like Vegas, so I had a fun time with that one. And then this was my favorite game, though. Ottawa and Carolina game 2. Olmark made the best save I think I've ever seen in my life in that game. Not that it mattered because they lost. They went to double overtime and lost. But, and then all the stuff with like the penalty shot and all that, like it was crazy. That was a crazy game. But the I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The Allmark save was crazy. That was a really fun game. I caught like the last half of Anaheim and Edmonton game 1. I don't really care about either of those teams. I do love Truba and Kreider, but I just didn't really care about that game that much. I saw Utah and Vegas game 2 as well, which was fun. Both those games been real physical. Barbashev made got a ridiculous goal in that game. It was pretty nutty. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now we can talk about Batman for a little bit, and we'll call it for this one. So, my love for Batman, the Batman, is strong. And I have thought this for forever. That, and then, dude, I did watch, I haven't finished this game yet, but I did start. I watched like half of the LA Colorado game too. And like the glass gets shattered and lands on top of DJ Smith's head. Like, what the heck was that? That was crazy. I love the LA Kings, so I'm hoping they win this series. I really do. I really want Ottawa to win. I want LA to win. I want Vegas to win. And I want the Oilers to win because I would like to see Connor McDavid win the Stanley Cup. I'd also love to see Mitch Marner win the Stanley Cup with Vegas. But if I had to pick a team, it's LA just because I like LA and Bread's on the team. But they're probably not going to win. Let's just be for real. They're probably not even going to beat Colorado, but I hope they do. Yeah. Anyway, I saw that movie in the theater, and I remember when I watched it, I wasn't huge on it, but I think it's just because it was so long and I was really tired. And I remember watching it again later and really, really liking it. I've seen it like 15 times now, but I remember my favorite part about that movie, and this is why I don't think it'll ever be beaten, is because Bruce's origin and his character in that movie and the writing of him is perfect. Because every time he beats up on a bad guy, he's seeing Joe Chill, right? And at the beginning of the movie, he's ridiculously brutal and he doesn't care about anybody but himself. He's selfish and he doesn't care who knows it. And he's a recluse. He's very isolated and he's always Batman. He's never Bruce Wayne. And people probably don't like that. Like Batman Begins does it really well with the Bruce Wayne character and the persona. Um, Christian Bale is just the best Bruce Wayne, but Val Kilmer is also really good. But Bruce, Bale is the best Bruce Wayne. I just think that um, it works so well with this movie because of the story that they're trying to tell. Matt Reeves, when he wrote this movie, wrote it with the intent of having a full character arc in this one movie. And so when they do the character arc, it's perfect by the end of the movie. And people that don't think there's any depth, I don't think get it, or they just don't have enough attention span to sit through it. But if you get through the whole thing, it's amazing. And here's why. Beginning of the movie, it starts with Bruce Wayne. And he is beating up on these bad guys to save this guy's life, right? They're about to beat him up. And he sees this dude in the alley. And the guy in the alley says, hey, don't hurt me, right? Like, Batman just beat up all these dudes to save this guy. And he's saying, hey, don't hurt me. So that just shows you nobody likes this guy. They're terrified of him. Even civilians, like, nobody likes Batman at this point. Maybe Gordon, but that's it, right? But even Gordon doesn't know anything about him. Like, they're not friends. They're just co-workers at this point. And that's it. So it's like, when you get to halfway through the movie, and also if you've read the Riddler comic book, this helps a lot too. But Riddler sees Batman as an idol. Like, he idolizes this guy because he sees somebody standing up to villains. He sees some, and obviously we know about Riddler being in the orphanage, being in the Thomas Wayne thing, with I forget what it's called now. Actually, the name of the money they're gonna give, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head, but I should look this up. Renewal. It literally took me like 10 minutes to find that, by the way. Renewal. So Eddie Nashton, I guess, in this movie, was an orphan in that orphanage, right? And he experienced a lot of horrible stuff in there, you know what I mean? And when he's growing up, he's looking up to Bruce Wayne as his kid, and he's like, wow, like, he's got all this money, and he's got this awesome dad, and they're going to do the renewal thing. And it's like, wow, I'm going to, get some money from this renewal fund. And like, it's going to get me out of here, right? Or it's going to make this a lot better off for me. And then obviously that doesn't happen because Thomas Wayne dies like the next day, and he even has an interaction with Eddie. So Eddie is very vengeful toward the Waynes. He hates the Waynes, especially Bruce, because Bruce is this orphan. And he's got all this money. And he's in this giant tower, and he's got a butler and all this stuff. Everybody knows his name, everybody loves him, everybody's sympathetic towards him. He's like, I don't get any of that, right? Like, where's my piece of the pie? So when he gets out of the orphanage later and he starts working at that accounting firm and he's seeing the, crazy, jacked up, and corrupt world that he's in, he starts to get upset and he starts to have a righteous anger towards these people, at least in his mind. Except he takes it too far and he kills them, which Batman does not do. That's the difference. They're very similar characters. Batman and Riddler are basically the exact same character in this movie. They are. Because Riddler is an orphan who hates corruption, he hates the crime in his city, and he wants to do something about it. So what does he do? He puts on a mask, he turns into a different person, and he goes out and he commits his justice, dispenses it the way he sees fit. And even though that's not the good way to do it, by killing people, that's just the way he does it. Now, Batman is the same way. He's an orphan and he hates guns. He hates criminals because of what they did to his parents. So he beats them up and pretends like he's beating up his parents' killer every time he beats somebody up. Because that makes him feel better. He's very selfish. He's very self-centered in this film the whole time, except until we get to the end. Which again, that's the point of this film, is the character growth of Batman and Bruce Wayne. But he's the same as Riddler, right? He's very inexperienced, very young, so he doesn't understand that about himself yet, right? He's growing. He's trying to do better. And Alfred tries to make him see that, but he can't. He doesn't understand that he needs to be Bruce Wayne as well because he's lost his humanity. He's only Batman. And he doesn't see a need for Bruce Wayne yet until the end of the film. And a lot of that probably has to do with Alfred getting hurt, but anyway. Point is, Bruce is different because he does not kill. He has a moral code. He has a line drawn in the sand, so to speak, and he will not cross that line. Riddler does not care, right? But they don't really know that Batman doesn't kill. They don't really care that Batman doesn't kill. They're still, Riddler and his goons are still, what's the word I'm looking for? Influenced by him to be the same way he is. So a good example of this is him saying, "I'm vengeance" at the beginning of the film, right? He doesn't say, "I'm Batman." He doesn't say anything. He says, "I'm vengeance." And that is a good way to look at this, and again, we'll get to that at the end of the film. What does that Riddler goon say to Batman? He says, "I'm vengeance." Because they are influenced by him. They see him, they want to do the same thing he does. And they think they're good. They think they're doing good. They don't think that they're doing crime or doing bad. They think that this is a good thing. Just like Batman does. But the problem is Batman thinks the same thing. But he's too violent. He's too violent. He doesn't understand that he needs to be a symbol of hope, of justice to the city, to people. That he needs people to look at him as a light, not a shadow, right? He even says, they think I'm hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows. Right? Like, fear is a tool. I use that. But he needs to learn how to kind of be a symbol, a light. Which, what does he do at the end of the film? He uses a dang light, and he guides all these people out of the water. Well, we're getting to it. So, Batman, when they're doing the scene with Riddler in Arkham, right? And Arkham, Eddie hates Bruce Wayne. He loves Batman. He idolizes Batman. He wants to be just like Batman, but he doesn't understand they're the same character, which is great writing. Also, Bruce getting it wrong and thinking, like, he doesn't understand the riddle. He got it wrong, which is, again, is a great way of doing this film because he's young, he's inexperienced, he's not good yet. He's not Batman yet to his fullest extent, like he will be. So he makes mistakes. Just like when he kind of, glided off the thing, he messed up and he took a huge bump and hurt himself. And that's like, he was scared, right? That shows that he's young, he's inexperienced. I love that. I love every time he gets in a fight, he gets punched, he gets shot, whatever, because he's Batman and he's super young though. He's not there yet, so he should be getting hurt. Anyway. Penguin's great in this film as well. Catwoman's great in this film. They play with you because you don't know who killed his parents either. I also really like the Martha Kent, Martha Wayne Arkham stuff. It really reminds me of Earth One by Jeff Johns, with all the stuff they do there with Martha as well. I like that. Um, it's just good, man. It's good. The soundtrack, Michael Giacchino, is amazing. I love the Batmobile. Has just a regular car with a. It's just like a Dodge Charger with a jet engine on the back. Like, that's great. It makes it feel so real and grounded. I love when he takes the mask off. You can see the eye paint. Like, it is the most realistic and grounded Batman movie I've ever seen, and I like that. I love Gotham City. It looks so cool. The Penguin Show is also wonderful. It definitely adds a lot to Gotham. It makes it just feel more alive, even more than it already did. And you really get a sense of the kind of ground level, like all the gangs, everything like that. It's great. The ending of this film, also the relationship between Gordon and Batman, I think is. I can't say it's the best because of how good the Gary Oldman one is, and with Christian Bale, because that one is so good. But there's also been 3 movies, so it's kind of cheating. But man, the one with golly, what's his name, dude? I haven't watched this movie in a while. Okay, what is his name? It's literally right there. Jeffrey Wright, is that his name? That might be wrong. I think it's Jeffrey Wright. Anyway, but Jeffrey Wright and Robert Pattinson, their relationship in this movie is so good, and it's probably my favorite. I mean, Gary Oldman's so good, it's hard to beat. But if anything can, it's this one. I mean, it's really good. There's only been 1 movie, so we need more of that. Part 2, please. I can't wait for part 2. By the way, I'm so excited. Like Harvey Dent, we're gonna get Two-Face. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, I hope they do Scarecrow. That would be an amazing villain for this junk. I hope they do. Who's another good villain for this movie that they could do? Or they're not gonna do it in the next one, but like, I'm trying to think of a really good villain they could do for Pattinson Batman stuff. I think Zaz is a good one. I think for Professor Pig is an amazing one. That'd be a great option. Firefly would be a good option. Um, Killer Croc would be really cool. I don't think you could really do Bane. I don't think you should do Bane. They've already done him. Save like a really good comic accurate Bane for James Gunn stuff. Same thing with Mr. Freeze. Can't wait. I know James Gunn's gonna do Mr. Freeze, and I'm excited about that. Clayface would have been a good one, but it's in the DCU, so we're not gonna get that. Two-Face is a really good one. I'm glad they're doing Two-Face. You can't really do Poison Ivy. Not really. I think Professor Pig is the perfect one. Professor Pig, Mr. Zaz, and then I am a huge Mad Hatter guy. Mad Hatter is like my favorite Batman villain. So I would love to see that, but we're just not gonna get that. Let's be for real. It's just not gonna happen. It'd be great if it did, but it'd be tough to do with that universe. I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. I doubt it. But Killer Croc would be sweet. I think those are the big 3 that I'd want to see, and obviously Court of Owls. I think those are the big 3 that I would want to see. And Scarecrow, and Killer Croc, and who did I literally just say? Whatever, you heard what I said. Those would be my the ones that I would want to see personally. And then with James Gunn, please do Mad Hatter, please do Mr. Freeze. Yeah, ventriloquist. You could do a really cool ventriloquist with Pattinson, I think. Even if it was just like a side villain, like he was in it for like, maybe 30 minutes of the film, that would be a really cool one to do, because it's just like a psychopath, and he's got this little gun, and he's got this little doll with a gun, and he's telling him what to do, and he does all this crazy stuff, and Batman has to stop him. Like, even if it was just like a one-off, like he stops this guy from doing this crime, just to kind of, like at the beginning of the movie, just to show Batman doing something, That would be so cool. I would love to see that. Because that would fit. You know, it's just a psychopath. He's just crazy. That would be an awesome one. Um, yeah. Anyway, to the end of the film, we got Riddler. He's trying to kill the mayor. He's blowing all his stuff up. He's flooded the city. And and also that's another thing. He thought Batman was working with him. Like he's that delusional. Um, that he thinks Batman is working with him, helping him. Like I mean, which he does. Like they kill Falcone because of him. And yeah, or Falcone in that show, but Carmine Falcone. Um, and then Maroni's dead too. I'm wondering who's gonna throw acid on Harvey Dent's face. I still don't know. Like, because it can't be Falcone and it can't be Maroni. They're both dead. So who the heck's gonna do it? Penguin? That was one I thought about. You know, because Penguin and Two Face had like that rivalry. I think that'd be really fun if Penguin ends up being the guy that throws the acid in his face, and then they have like a rivalry back and forth the rest of the time when these films continue. That would be really cool. So I'd love to see that. I can't wait. It's so exciting. Like you can do so much with that show, with that universe. They need to do a GCPD show with Gordon. Bring in Harvey Bullock. Bring in Montoya. Do all that. It would be awesome. You could even have Batman in it as well. Not like the whole time, but he can be in it for a little bit. I would love that. It'd be so cool. You could do a bunch of stuff, man. You could do a Catwoman show. You could do a Joker show. You could do a ton of stuff. So I think I think that it already is my favorite Batman universe in terms of live action. I feel like it's gonna. Well, I mean, the Keaton one's hard to beat for me. The Burton one, it is. It's hard to beat for me personally, just because of nostalgia. But with that one is excluded, this one is definitely my favorite. Um, I can't wait to see what they do. But getting back to the end of the film, they beat up the dude, and Batman says, "Who are you?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm Vengeance." Or maybe it's Gordon. Like, "Oh, I'm Vengeance." Batman sees that. And in that moment, he realizes that everything that's happened is his fault. Because he was an influence on these guys. If he had just acted better, if he had not been as brutal, not been as vengeful, not been as mean as he had been, none of this would have happened. Like, if he was being a better, like a better light to these people, it wouldn't have happened. And so, what does he do? He sees the electricity go, like it's about to hit the water and kill all these people. And so he grabs it. He makes the sacrifice play, cuts it, gets electrocuted, falls into the water, and he comes out of the water a different dude. You know, it's like a baptism. It's like he goes in this kind of cold, vengeful, angry, hating Batman. He comes out, and now he's like more of a symbol of justice, right, instead of vengeance. And he's gonna help people now. Um, that's it's great. And then again, like I said at the beginning, he's that light. Like at the beginning, he's like, "I am the shadows," and now he's using a dang flare, a giant red light, to guide these people out. And who's the first person he saves? The mayor's kid, right? It's like he's in his head saving himself. You know, he's saving that humanity, that part of himself that he missed, that was gone, got killed with his parents. He's saving that part of himself by saving this kid, metaphorically. Um, and now he's a different guy. So it's great. You know, it's so good. And you see that girl that he saves, like he, hug him and like doesn't want to let go of him. And it's like that's such a juxtaposition or a juxtaposition to the guy at the beginning of the film who's scared of him. Even when he saved him, right? Because they're different people now. Like he's a different Batman now. So my point being that the next movie needs to be a follow up on this. If there's no character growth in the next one, it will be missing a little bit. I need to see more character growth as these movies continue. If they don't, then it's unfortunate. This is still the best Batman movie ever made. I don't think it's gonna be topped, but I'm excited to see where they go. So that's my opinion on why that's the best Batman movie ever. I think it's just perfect. I think it's amazing. I don't think there's a bad scene in that movie. I just don't. The action's also amazing. I didn't even talk about that, but like the chase scene with Penguin. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great. Penguin is also so good. Like one of the best comic book shows ever, for sure. But yeah, I guess that's about it for now. Talking about some junk, and yeah. So have fun, kids. Stay safe. Don't do drugs. Don't drink. Don't cuss. Um, be polite. Love your neighbor as yourself. And Jesus loves you. You should love him, please, because it's worth it. Um, some stuff happened that I'm not going to talk about, but you get over it. Bad things happen in this life, and you got to know, hey, God's good, and just move on. Life is short, bro. It really is, and not every day is guaranteed. I don't want you to wake up. I don't want you to not wake up tomorrow and realize that this is real, and I made a mistake. Because eternity is too long, bro, to not try. It just is. There's nothing on this earth that's gonna give you what you want. The alcohol, the partying, the sex. It's just not gonna do it, dude. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? I get it. It feels good, or it's fun, or you're able to numb the pain, but it's not gonna work. Like, can you do that your whole life? Can you keep that up? Is it sustainable? It's not. It's not. It doesn't work. So just give up trying with that and give it to God, dude. Surrender that junk to Him, because He'll work it out. It's not gonna be easy, but He'll do it, and He loves you. So why would you not want to do it? Anyway, I love you, and I just want to see you do better, bro. I just want to see you getting, into a good spot, because that's all God wants you to do, is to love Him, bro. That's all He wants. So yeah, see ya. Boop.